2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, and a good Thursday evening to you.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Claxton in a power forward. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And the dunk by Powell.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here is Irving. Misses the 3. And here is Powell. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Harden outside. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Nets.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
Lillard looking around. Passes it to Powell. Feeds it to Covington. Back to Powell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years. A career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around. You can't be too physical with Covington. He's tough, he's athletic, and he knows how to force the issue.
And you look at Robert Covington, first-team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 5, and yes, it's good. Harden's got 7. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Lillard against Harden. And the basket by Lillard.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is Harden. He has 7. Jordan kicks to KD. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Covington finds Lillard. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, there's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Irving passes to Claxton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Irving against Powell. Back to Nurkic. Lillard outside. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chance.
Now here's Durant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington with the ball. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Lillard way outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by a... Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Trailblazers trail by 3. Banked in off the glass.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Outside for Griffin. Back to Dinwiddie. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Collins is right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Griffin finds Dinwiddie. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table.
It was great to see Cantor's willingness to bang and bump down low. He brings so much toughness to his team.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Brown against McCollum. To the paint. It's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Brown the pass to Harris. Back to Brown. Harris bounce pass. Tries from 10. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Brown feeling it out a bit. The pass to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Green. Count that one. Green's got his first 2 points.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Trailblazers leading by 4. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Outside Collins. Back to Anthony. Left side Collins. Here's Simons. And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Claxton the pass to Jordan. Shoots over Cantor. Now here's Harden. Defense is right there. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Credit to Jordan for finishing in spite of the foul. He never relents on the play.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Irving against Powell. Back to Lillard. From deep. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the 3, not one of them, ain't working.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Powell. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Powell against Durant. Shot clock at 6. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Brooklyn trailing. Now, here is Irving. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Durant. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. One-on-one fast break. That's a 2 from Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Second chance shot. Whistle blow. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end, effective at reaching out and stifling shooters. I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
To the middle, Durant with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And here's Harden for 3. Claxton the pass to Irving. Now the feed to Jordan. Nurkic with the steal. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And the basket by Jones.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And Yusuf Nurkic missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But, hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Pass to Simons. Brown against McCollum. To the inside, Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Cantor's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. The Nets have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Brown finds Dinwiddie to end the run, and he slams it one-handed.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Now, here's Cantor. Lock at 6. Back to McCollum. It's up a 3. Sinks the triple. McCollum's got 8 points.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Dinwiddie drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, offensively, he's been their driving force, determined not to let the lead get any bigger.
McCollum against Brown. McCollum left side. Lets the 3 fly. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, and when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Dinwiddie dishes to Harris. And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by Harris. He's got 8.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
To the left side wing. Here's Simons. Rebounded by the Nets.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Good on the shot. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They lead by 7. And the pass to Carmelo. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lobbed up there for Collins. Pass to Simons. A 3 from McCollum. Goes up with it again. Here's Collins. And Crippen sends it back. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Cans it from downtown. McCollum's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Trailblazers. He can't get that one to fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead by. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Green. He's out there with Harris. On out there with Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. Dinwiddie with the steal. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Dinwiddie's got 4 this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to McCollum. Lobs it up for Anthony. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
So unpredictable in the pick and roll. Love watching McCollum size up the defense and make the right decision.
Brown drives in. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Collins up top. Simons surveying the D.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn it.
Passes it to Brown. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Outside Irving. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 9. Powell for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Irving. 13 feet away. Jump shot is good.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead eye from that range.
The pass to Lillard. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. No good from Jordan. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Jones checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Harden against Lillard. Portland again missing. Nets trail by 7. And here we go. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
I love the show of confidence. Durant showing his greatness in key situations.
Lillard against Harden. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Lillard dishes to Covington. Here's Nurkic. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Lillard against Harden. Pulls up from the corner. Durant, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. 3-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Durant finds Jordan. Nurkic with the block. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
Irving against Powell. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Here's the lob to Lillard.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win. here for the Trailblazers.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jusuf Nurkic.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And on the way from Irving for three. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Offensive rebound. And here's KD for three. But they'll get another chance. For three, Harris can't connect. So the Trailblazers win it. Us, David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the ball.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now the starting group of the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at small forward. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 4.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Here's Claxton. And here's Harden. And Lopez pulls it down.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. His three-pointers off the mark. And the Nets with possession. 4-point game. Here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now here is Holiday. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Launches a 3. And KD the bucket on the assist by Harden. KD's got 5 points so far. Middleton left side. Outside Holiday. The feed now to Lopez. And stolen by Jordan. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Over Giannis. Nets passing it around. Pass to Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. Milwaukee with the rebound. Floats it up for Giannis. No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Middleton can't get it to go. Nets leading by 3. Durant with a wide open look. And Lopez pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
Free throw, good, Holiday. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And so he makes both from the line. Nets leading by 3. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Brown the pass to Griffin. No good on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday, and it's blocked by Brown. Here's Green. Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Bucks trail by 5. Outside Holiday. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Middleton. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Giannis. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Dinwiddie kicks to Green. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Back to Middleton. Inside, Lopez. The shot off that time. Nice D from Griffin. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, yep.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
We've got Brown. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yep, that one goes. Tucker's got his first bucket of the night.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Brown the pass to Harris. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Forbes. No good with the triple. Brooklyn leading by 9.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Nice shot by Portis.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. Now Green, guarded by Tucker. Green kicks to Griffin. Back to Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Dinwiddie. And the Nets lead by 11. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league. A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Outside Griffin. Harris outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
It's stolen by Brown, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night. Harden against Holiday. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Harden. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Middleton on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Irving dishes to Harden. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Holiday against Harden. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's sent back by Lopez. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Jordan finds Irving. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Holiday with the three, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. The kick out to Irving. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Poked away. Lopez with the steal. Here's DiVincenzo. A big dunk at the end of the break.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Got a piece of it. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some run out.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Irving for 3. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
There's the lob at Kumbo. Durant against Middleton. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
And Lopez throws it down.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Brooklyn leading by 5. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Harris outside. Brown right side. Back to Harris. To the middle. Here's Griffin. The rebound by the Bucks.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Tucker with the ball. He's against Green. Teague, the pass to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Offline with the baseline jumper. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And he gets the bucket. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Beyond the arc. Griffin with the steal. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And he comes up with the deuce. And now it's a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Nice shot by Portis.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Brown down low. Green finds Brown. To the inside. Here's Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Griffin's got his second basket.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Griffin against Portis. To the paint. Here's Teague. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Teague's got his first points of the night.
Well, at 6'2" and 182, Jeff Teague really had to use all the strength in his body to get that shot off, despite getting hit.
Green kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Green. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Green. Green's got his third assist on the night. It'll count. Misses. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with the 9-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket for Middleton. And on the way from Irving for 3. On the wing, Irving. Jordan dishes to Irving. Harden scanning the floor. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. From deep three-point range. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead early. Durant the pass to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Irving dishes to Jordan. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Bucks trail by 8. Now Holiday. Here's Giannis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Harden with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Harden kicks to Durant. Now here's Giannis. The 3 for DiVincenzo. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. And again, it's the Nets missing. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside Holiday. Lopez passes to Middleton. Back to Lopez. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here.
Well, he keeps adding strength and conditioning through the years. A big help to Kevin Durant there on the defensive end.
And a wide open look for Irving. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 8.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Left side, Irving. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside, Holiday. And Middleton kicks to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Now, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Here's Irving, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
For 3, Middleton. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Chris Middleton has been waiting for moments like that.
Outside, Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game. Bucks trail by 5. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. And Giannis out of the Kubo, throws it down hard.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Pass to Irving. Fires for 3. Another miss by Irving.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Irving dishes to Jordan. And he gets the whistle. The coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Harden the pass to Irving. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous... They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, we've got Jordan. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Now here's Jackson. Leonard on the wing from downtown. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And stolen by Cousins. All alone. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Coaches have raved about this. Cousins' ability to have active hands and come up with strips.
Jackson against Harden. The dish to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes the 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
So it's the Clippers now. Jackson with it. From deep, George. And Morris throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Harden up top, guarded by Jackson. Harden gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Now, here's George. For the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
And here's Harden. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Now here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Pass to KD from deep. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's George following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Morris kicks to Leonard. Feeds it to Cousins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
DeMarcus Cousins inside. He's so skillful and he's so physical. You have to foul him inside.
And Cousins drops them both. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now here's Leonard. Comes up empty down low.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
KD with the bucket.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from KD. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Harden outside. The pass to KD. Down low. Puts it up from 12. For 3. At the tip. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Leonard. Five on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
Leonard hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
There's Dinwiddie. Up in time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Batum. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. Back to Beverley. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Clippers leading by 8. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not a elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Stolen by Zubac. Irving against Kennard.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley.
Could have easily been an and one. Durant finishing through the bump.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Clearly a foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
Now Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out to Morris. Pass to George. And no good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's KD.
He covers so much ground with every stride. Hard to get into position against KD.
First trip to the line for him here. So he gets them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
George against Harden. Pass to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his fourth assist in this one. Harden against Jackson. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from James Harden.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
George looking over the floor. Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Irving with a clean look. Knocks down the 3-ball. Irving's got 5 points so far.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Cousins kicks to George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Baca comes in for Morris. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. Clippers leading by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Batum. Outside, George buries the long-range jumper. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. Now here's Brown. And the shot goes down. He's got 6.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And that concludes the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 12 points. And that does it for our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Beverly the pass to George. Six to shoot. Back to Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. Beverly's got his first bucket in this one.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
Dinwiddie attacking. Sweet little floater.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Dishes it to Batum. Tries from 10. Here's Zubac. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Harden kicks to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Basket counts.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Beverly against Harden. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Out to Ibaka. No one near him. And the jumper is good.
And from that mid-range area, Serge gotten pretty reliable.
KD finds Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Jordan. There's the pass to Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Harden against Beverly. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And stolen by Harris. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Up again, and it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got 8.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Beverly the pass to Batum. Ibaka looking for an opening. Pocket 6. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Ibaka kicks to Zubac. Beverly for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Harris on the double team. Batum finds Beverly. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Brown the pass to Green. Back to Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Batum with the ball. Passes to Kennard. Launches it. Griffin grabs the board. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Brooklyn ahead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's George in at the two-guard spot. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They trail by 1, and Leonard gets it to go.
He's a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workman-like approach.
Harden against Jackson. Irving from long range. Durant down low. Here's Harden. Back to Durant to the inside. It's stolen by Morris. George with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George. A high flyer who can create in midair.
Nets trail by 3. Harden the pass to Claxton. It's Harden with the drive and the rejection by Cousins.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Much like Marcus Saul, DeAndre was drafted as an unpolished second-round pick. Now one of the more impactful centers around.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Outside Leonard. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Irving. Jordan's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets. That's tipped. It's George on the wing. Pass to Cousins. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Harden the pass to Irving. 9 feet out. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball, and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
George against Harden. The tray. Cousins, the pass to George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pulls it from the elbow. That shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Cousins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Great ball handler for his size. Cousins staying active. Drives, and gets the contact.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Nicholas Claxton.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
Durant just inside the line. Can't nail the jumper.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And George kicks to Jackson. George against Harden. Offensive rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by one. A look from Harris. Count!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
George against Harden. From deep. Outside, George. Jacks up a three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Out to Harris. On the way, Harris. And on the way from Irving for three. Morris with the rebound.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Good on the first, and that brings them within two here.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also. No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by two. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by three. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now. is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 4 slot. And for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Covington. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Here's Powell. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Lillard finds Powell. Nurkic with it. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good on the triple. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Now Powell. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the night. Covington with the steal. Here's Jones. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Harden against Lillard. Harden gets the bucket.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Jordan. Passes it to KD. Inside, Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
The pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. And Nurkic has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
KD's shot is off. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 2.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Harden. Dishes it to Jordan. Harden kicks to Griffin. Back to Harden. Outside Griffin. Harden outside. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Outside for Griffin. On the wing, Irving. Nets passing it around. And they pick up 2.
Hey, you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Portland ends up going with the new group and taken away by Brown. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Lays it in off the breakaway. 41 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Simons. McCollum outside from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's McCollum. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Dinwiddie with it, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie attacking on the left block. And it's Portland with the rebound. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
And the first one at the line is good. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Stolen by McCollum. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Anthony leading the charge.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
The Nets with the lead. On the way, Harris. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Now, here's Collins. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's McCollum. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Brown drives in. Yep, it counts. Here's Simons. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simons. And here's McCollum. And Portland again with the bucket.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And Green slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Here's Brown. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's McCollum. And there's the feed to Anthony. 5 to shoot. Over Harris. Cantor trying to free himself up. It'll go, and the next lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Anthony. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Dinwiddie finds Harris. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Brown wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Lillard surveying the D. Goes up on the block. The shot is good off the backboard. Lillard's got his first basket of the night.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Durant attacking, and then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Lillard. 2 on the clock. And a close game so far through the first. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Yusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Harden the pass to KD.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from KD. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Outside for Durant. Clock at 4. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harden, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to Powell. For the lead. And the Trailblazers, another 3. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Jordan with the bucket.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Harden against Lillard. From deep. A rebound by the Nets.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Jones sends it back. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Portland trailing here. Now Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. The kick out to Irving. Back to Harden. From deep. Durant down low. Covered by Lillard.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Powell. 5 points in the game. Pass to Nurkic. To the paint. Lillard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. For Brooklyn, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Harden kicks to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Portland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Lillard against Griffin. Lillard left side. And Portland again with the bucket.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Harden scanning the floor, and he gets it to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here is Harden following the basket by C.J. McCollum.
Love the ferocity. Heck, that's one of my favorite words, ferocity. Harden, excellent at accelerating and decelerating. That's the thing that makes him so tough. He can go fast, slow, or mid-range speed.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to McCollum. There's the pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Shoots the 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Blazers on offense. It's a 1-point game, setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Green, also out there, Joe Harris, and it's Claxton in at the 5, down low. Now here's McCollum. Over Green. Collins. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Brown drives in, and Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 4. Shoots over Brown. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And it's good. 2 points.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Both teams deciding to change it up. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
Okay, David, thanks. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Brooklyn. Irving for 3, and the Nets another 3.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Lillard. That one's off. Still out of sync. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. A 3-ball. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And he makes both free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Now here's Irving. Outside for KD. Launches it. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And the dunk by Powell.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Irving. Portland making their last shot. He dishes it to KD. Irving against Powell. Irving passes to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Action coming off the assist from KD. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Good awareness that time by Irving of where the shot clock was.
Right side, Covington. Feeds to Nurkic. Over Irving. Nurkic can't hit. That's leading by 8. One-on-one fast break. Griffin finds Jordan. And Durant puts up a deep 3. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's Powell on the wing. Lets it go from 11. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. It's Durant on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Now here's Lillard. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Nurkic.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Irving looking for an opening. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Nurkic with the block.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Now here is Irving. Outside Durant. From deep three-point range, doesn't get it to drop for him. So it's the Nets picking up the win. They seem, thank you, David. Great. Thanks for tuning in. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Back to Giannis. To the middle, Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lopez has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Bucks. And here's Irving. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining.
Oh!
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden the pass to Jordan. The drive by Green lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Giannis against Green. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And he banks in the layup.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside Irving. Outside KD. Back to Irving. Inside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That's going to send Drew Holiday to the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Pass to Irving. "11 feet away, DiVincenzo with the rebound."
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Lopez. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Brook Lopez never stops working, especially inside where he has been a force.
Passes it to Green. Harden with it. Durant kicks to Harden. And they get it. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Harden against Holiday. Stolen by Harden. And the jam by Harden.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Middleton against KD. On the wing, Holiday. And stolen by Jordan. Green kicks to Irving. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Durant. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. The reverse. Kicks it down to Middleton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Durant, the pass to Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say earlier.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Harris, the pass to Claxton. Out to Harris. Over Middleton. Harris misses. Bucks leading by 5. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Forbes can't get it to go.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Claxton. Not going to go that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Shot from 12. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Bucks leading by 3. Teague with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low, picked off in midair. In transition, here come the Nets. That's good from Harris on the assist by Griffin.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The kick out to Brown. Back to Dinwiddie. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And it's slammed in by Teague.
That's just exceptional quickness in the open floor. Jeff Teague just lighting the defense up in transition.
Back to Dinwiddie. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Teague up top. Dinwiddie covering. He hits Portis atop the key. Here's Nora. Off target with his 3. Nets trail by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Dinwiddie with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul. Both teams will make substitutions. .59 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. There's the lob at the Kumbo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Irving dishes to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Harden with the drive. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 5-point Bucks lead.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Harden against Holiday. So that'll be it for the first half. Fair. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them. And
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Harden. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 5 now.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now, Antetokounmpo, 10 points for him. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Good. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Lopez kicks to Holiday. Trying to get open is Lopez. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Irving passes to Durant. 9 feet out. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, excellent start to this second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Middleton against Durant. Shot on the wing. But they recover it. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Here's Irving. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Now here is Holiday. 7 points in the game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Now, here's Tucker. Tight defense on him. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The baseline J off the mark. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Pass to Nora. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Fords the pass to Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Portis throws it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And he makes that one. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Teague drives in, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's just toughness on display from Jeff Teague. He's scoring despite taking some pretty big-time contact.
Brown dishes to Harris. From outside the arc, sinks the three-pointer. He has 7.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Teague. 36 seconds left in the third. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, that's just great body control from Teague on display. He's so good at anticipating the contact and going up into it. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Harris outside from downtown, and the Nets another 3.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Left side, Portis. Back to Teague. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered closely.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
tie game in Milwaukee. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Irving against DiVincenzo. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. The net shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Harden, that's good.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Holiday surveying the floor to the inside. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game. Harden against Holiday. The kick out to Irving. Now the pass to Jordan. Can't hit that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So it's Brooklyn now. And here is Irving. Outside, Green. Jordan kicks to Durant. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Out to KD. Shot clock at 2. And there it is for him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
Here's Harden. Here's Jordan. Lopez with the block. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Holiday is running. Here's DiVincenzo. And stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Count it. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin comes in for Jordan, and Joe Harris is subbed in for Green.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
KD passes to Harden. To the paint, Griffin. That shot misses. Good D by Lopez. Irving against DiVincenzo. To the inside. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stop.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo gets to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And staying with the play, Middleton. Middleton's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And here's KD for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And a big-time playmaker, when the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Tries it from 19. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Middleton right side. He kicks to Lopez. From past the arc. Harden grabs the miss. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Middleton against KD. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
The second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. And with tip.
Kevin, thanks, sir.
All right, David, thank you. So the Nets starting 5. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot. Now here's Beverley. Outside, George. Back to Beverley. 6 on the shot clock. Morris finds Beverley. Here's George. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. KD passes to Irving. Misses from close range.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Leonard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Irving kicks to KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Irving against George. Back to Beverley. Pass to George. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Harden the pass to Green. Dishes to Jordan. Harden kicks to Green. Down low. Stolen by Beverley.
If you could stay active on defense, good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Irving for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. The shot by George, no good.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And Jeff Green drops them both. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. George against Irving. George missing again.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Leonard. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. And that one drops for him. Jordan's got his second bucket.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
From the strike, they get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Harden surveying the D. Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, that could have easily been an N1. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
Now, here's George. The pass to Morris. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Leonard against Durant. And on the way from Irving for three. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Another shot, Durant, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden.
I guess even he has is one of those once in a while.
Here's Durant. Nails the 16-footer. Durant's got 9 points.
That's where Durant is making a living right now. A sensational jump shooter and a deadly release.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Got that bucket in no time at all. KD's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
How quick was that trigger there? Durant gets it off so fast. There's not much you can do with where he shoots it from.
There's the dish to Dinwiddie. Jackson finds Cousins. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Yeah, his body is a huge advantage for him, and Cousins uses it so well. First couple steps are pretty quick for a guy his size.
And just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Griffin's shot is off.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So maybe just a step too far.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. George passes to Zubac for 3. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Brown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Such a stellar passer for his position. Griffin has an uncanny ability to find guys in the spots where they can be effective.
Now, here's George. 3-pointer. Morris outside. Leonard the pass to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Zubac kicks to George. And the Clippers miss again.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw, no good. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Clippers trail by 11. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 6.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Harden the pass to Harris. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the Nets miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's George finishing it off.
A good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
Harden against Beverly. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard on the wing. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Kevin Durant's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Brown.
That aggressive mindset of his. Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line. And when he's on, he can be lights out.
Green finds Durant. On the wing, Harden. Defended by Beverly. KD passes to Green. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Nets with possession here. Here's Durant.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defense.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 12 points and 3. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Irving in at the 2. Outside, George. Fires from deep. Passes it to Zubac. And that one, good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Harden dishes to Green. Jordan kicks to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Good work there as it goes.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Zubac. Morris Green with the rebound. Nets leading by 5. Pass to Jordan. 3-on-3. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. Irving's got his first basket.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's George, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Here's Claxton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harris outside. Shot from the wing. They grab their own miss, and Griffin stays with it.
Well, Griffin is going to come to the game with a certain attitude, and nights like this where he's going after domination, he can be dangerous.
Now, here's George. He's got 13. Pass to Zubac. To the middle. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Harris. Griffin kicks to Harris. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 6. Morris outside to the wing right side. Harris against Leonard. Over in the corner, Beverly. No good from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. George against Brown. And the Clippers miss again. Brooklyn leading by 8. It's stolen by Morris. And the pass to Leonard. From deep three-point range, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
From deep, George. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. And George, here we go. Griffin with the steal. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Shot clock reset for the Nets. No good on the 3.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Well, Paul George just felt out the defense there, and because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets leading by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. In the corner, Kennard with it. Off target from three-point range.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Green. Right side, Jordan. It's stolen by Ibaka. Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Jackson misses. Nets leading by 6. Green passes to Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Marcus Morris is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Harden against Beverly. Harden the pass to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Now here's Harden. Takes the three. Takes a three. And it's Irving missing.
Going to struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Jordan. Outside, KD. Lets the three fly. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist from Harden. And the Nets lead by 7.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
George, that's a two-pointer. Passes to Leonard. Beyond the arc. And the Clippers miss again. Nets leading by 7. Pass to Irving. Over George. And it falls over the rim and in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The three from George. Pass to Leonard. Back to Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beverly dishes to George. Clock at 6. Over Irving. George missing again.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Clippers trail by 9. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Harden the pass to Irving. Paul George with the steal. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Green. The Nets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Harden dishes to Irving. Harris inside the line. Offensive rebound. And Griffin stays with it.
Wow, the timing of Blake Griffin there, awesome. How he leaps up and just sticks that miss right back in.
A shot by George, wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 9. Harden finds Harris. Off target from outside.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Outside Griffin. Back to Irving. Offline with his three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Out to the right wing. And there's the pass to Zubats. Shot clock at 5. From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Harris kicks to Harden. Back to Harris. So it's the Nets picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty... All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for...
you